What's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's video, reacting to the most affordable Fenders ever, the new Standard Series from NAMM 2025 by PMTV UK. So what's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be reacting to the most affordable Fenders ever, the new Standard Series from NAMM 2025 by PMTV UK. As always, if you've not already subscribed to PMTV UK, go ahead and give them a sub right now. And I've also included the link for the original video in the description. Please go to the video, the original video, and click on that and give the original video a like. And on this video, my video, leave a comment on what you'd like to see me reacting to next. And now, let us be getting to it.
Hey folks, Dagan here from PMTV UK at the 2025 NAMM show, and I'm with Billy from Fender with some very exciting Fenders, which is kind of taking the world by surprise. What have we got here?
Yeah, so this is new for 2025. This is the Fender Standard Series. What this was intended to do is to be our most entry-level price point into the Fender branded instruments, kind of bridging the gap between what we do with Classic Vibe and Squire and what we do with our Insonata Player 2 models, right? These are $599 US. They're imported from Indonesia, but designed by our electric guitar team in-house in Hollywood.
Okay, so it's obviously the cheapest, most affordable actual Fenders ever. Just like he said, the Squire stuff, as we all know, the Squire stuff for US, you could probably get for $149, a Squire Strat, brand new, I believe. It's usually more like $199 Canadian. I'm in Canada. I base everything off of Canadian prices for obvious reasons. But yeah, that's actually sounding pretty decent for an actual Fender level Stratocaster. Pretty neat.
So really straightforward offering. Right here you'll see your Strat offering. You've got a 9.5-inch radius, a nice modern C-shaped neck. You'll see little details like the gloss top right here, or gloss headstock, right? But then a satin neck. Super easy to play, very comfortable, very feeling at home like a true Fender, right?
Like you're saying with the radius and the neck profile, that's just your typical Fender profile, but for a great price,
Yeah. And then we kind of like mixed up the colors a little bit. So you'll see we've got three-tone sunbursts, we've got black, we've got white. Those are core classics, core classic colors.
You can't have a Strat with having good old grandpa sunburst. I love sunburst Strats. I know. It used to be, that's a boomer guitar, or there used to be, oh, that's your dad's guitar, but it's no longer that's your dad's guitar. That's your grandpa's guitar. But I love me some grandpa guitars and some grandpa guitar tone. Yeah, you know, you can't go wrong. I know it's one of the most stereotypical, overdone guitars ever throughout history, a sunburst Strat, but I just love a sunburst Strat. I have a Squire sunburst Strat. So, yeah, obviously, yeah.
For the new colors, though, just like we do in all the other series, we decided to kind of branch out a little bit and do something new. So one of the new colors that we've got to start out with is Aquamarine Metallic.
Very nice.
And then you've got your Candy Cola. You'll notice here as we move through the Strats, there is Laurel fretboards, and then there's Maple fretboards, and they're kind of...
So far, they're showing them all with the standard Fender style trem, which I'm not a fan of any trems with the exception of Floyd's, because I want something that locks. I want something that's going to give me complete and total tuning stability. That's just me. I wonder if they got any of this lined with a fixed bridge, you know, hardtail style bridge. I don't know. Those so far you see, oh wait, unless this one's one of that looks like that. No, that's not hardtail as well either. But yeah, I wonder if they got any of those in a hardtail, because unless it's an actual locking style trem, You know, I haven't really played around with Bigsby's too much. I know that's a totally different thing, but I want above and beyond all with any instrument before anything starts, tuning stability.
Designed based on the colorways and what the product is, right?
Nice.
So you've got your standard strats here. We move over, and then you've got your HSS strats. So that's where you'll see some of the variations. So you see the HSS and Candy Cola, that's coming with Laurel, but in the Aquamarine Metallic, we went with Maple. So kind of give things a little bit of a little bit of flair there, but also things all the way to the tried and true. Where if you're going to have an HSS strat, have it with a black guard.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's something fun to do, but. Great product offering. Again, very tight knit. Not 50 colors in each model. Very straightforward. A lot of analytics obviously done behind what we wanted to do in each of the colors that we wanted to go with. So that kind of rounds out what we did with the strats.
It's good to see the modern bridge on these as well, like with a 2-point as opposed to the stick. I love the 2-point trims with the big saddles and stuff.
Right,
modern appointments as well as classic ones.
Exactly. I mean the block saddles here are just amazing.
Yeah.
But again, all things designed to kind of give product differentiation from what we do in the Player 2 stuff too. So.
Yeah. I myself, that's just me, when I get a strat, I want a strat. I don't want HSS, but I see the reason why a lot of people wanted to go that way. And I know a lot of vintage strats were kind of, I don't want to say destroyed, but the vintage part of the value was removed by a lot of players before they offered the humbucker single, before they offered a humbucker in the bridge. A lot of people took it upon themselves and chiseled out hand-fistedly and or routed out a spot for a humbucker in their strats. So that's when, eventually Fender and a lot of other guitar companies, especially with the super strat invasion that happened in the 80s with the shredder style super strats, just became a thing for a long time. Single humbucker or HSS, SSH, whichever way you want to do it, saying it backwards, forwards, whichever way you like. But yeah, for an actual strat, I always like the 3 single coils with a 5-way switch. That's just me.
And then,
nice.
and then we move over to the tellies. Very straightforward. Again, Aquamarine Metallic is going to be the color. Obviously, with the tellies, you have to have a butterscotch.
Blackguard butterscotch.
I mean, this is the creme de la creme, right?
For the price with Fender on the headstock.
Exactly.
That's going to sell like hot.
All right. Once again, I'm going to start talking about the bridge. Last time was about the trem, but see, I prefer with telly style guitars that they have a bridge that offers you 6 individual saddles. I don't like the old school design of the Telecasters that have only 3 saddles. It's too hard to intonate and set up the action properly. Like my Harley Benton telecopy that I got, which was actually my first guinea pig for being able to do tech stuff. Why not? It was $108 brand new. Even if I screwed it up somehow, I just bring it to my tech to unscrew it. But I didn't actually screw it up because actually I never really knew at the time, but working on a telly as a tech for the first time is actually the most basic guitar that you can kind of go at. Maybe a P bass would have been a little more basic than that, but no, it worked really well. And I ended up swapping out because my imitation Harley Benton Telecaster had a bridge that had only 3 saddles. I did not like that. I got a bridge like that has individual saddles. So much better for intonation and action setup.
Kicks, man.
Yeah, I mean, again, going back to even the bridges, the saddles. I mean, everything is super nice and was designed with detail in mind.
Absolutely.
Right here to start, we've got our P bass. It's very straightforward. We know what a P bass is. We know what a J bass is. So we tried to do things that kind of gave them their own kind of personality. So you see, obviously, a P bass, white guard with black. Very straightforward. The 3-tone sunburst with a black guard, just beautiful looking bass. Yeah, exactly. But again, then you get over here. So on the P bass, we're going to do Candy Cola with the maple fretboard. Like that's going to be the staple as far as the colorway that kind of extends out.
I'm not usually a fan of a red guitar. Well, that's so rich, isn't it? Like it's got depth to it.
It does, and it's a little bit different than what Candy Apple Red looks like, which is a little more vibrant, a little brighter. That has that cola vibe to it.
Absolutely.
So, and then to round out the P basses, we went white with a black guard and the maple neck.
Yeah.
And then when you jump in right away to the jazz bass, right? We went white guard on that one with Laurel fretboard. Pretty straightforward jazz bass.
Some pretty classic designs for good old classic basses. Yeah, you know, P bass and J bass, two kind of basses that every bass player has to have in their arsenal, or should, because especially if you're doing session stuff or anything like that, you're going to be called upon for those particular tones at some point or another.
You have to have black on black. I mean, that's just again a staple. But that's where we'll actually introduce in the aquamarine metallic color. So J bass will hold down the aquamarine metallic, P bass will hold down the candy cola.
Awesome.
But just great setup, and it's super affordable price.
Yeah, solid guitars, affordable price. Everything's going to be linked in the description box down below, so you can check out the Fender Standard Series for yourself. Cheers, Billy Mid.
Yep.
Have a great
Thanks,
show.
man.
All right. That was reacting to the most affordable Fenders ever, the new Standard Series NAMM 2025 by PMTV UK. As always, if you've not already subscribed to PMTV UK, go ahead and give them a sub now. And I've also included the link for the original video in the description. Please click on that and give that a like. And on this video, my video, leave a comment on what you'd like to see me react to next. Thanks for checking out this video. If you like what you saw, please subscribe, click the notification bell, like, comment, and share. It doesn't cost a thing and would really help out the channel. Also, please subscribe to my other channel, GK Mac Music, for some live looping live streams with a side of jackassery, some original music, and some short content, also with a side of jackassery. If you'd like to help out the channel financially, you can buy some merch at the merch store, or you can become a channel member. As always, everyone, thanks so much for your continued support. Do what makes you happy.